Hey everyone, it's me here once again, the annoying host as usual, here to bring you a review of UNepic. A very unepic version of your stereotypical Metroidvania type game, but don't let the title and my description fool you. This is one heck of a masterpiece game. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will go into detail why it is such a, I guess, epic game in my review. But first things first, as with all games, how does the option stand out? Not that good. But then again, with a very, pixelated Metroidvania-esque game, you don't exactly need, monster HD resolutions, raw! You have your typical voices. You can even do your own dubbings for this game. I have one enabled, even though I haven't done any for it. I was thinking about, maybe I'll try it out. I couldn't figure it out. But there is a tutorial online if you want to do that. Default gameplay. You can play with a controller. I've heard little iffy things about it, but whatever. I'd stick with my keyboard and mouse. Most languages you could probably think of are in this game. I don't exactly get the whole point of un-English. I normally just play on English. And then you can change your controls. So you have your basics, and the fact that you can change controls, yay. About, blah, 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 typical. Most things were created by one guy. This is completely indie built. Actually, came out more than 2 years ago. It was originally released on July the 10th, 2011, but only recently has it gone on Steam, greenlit, and, was all that stuff got on. It even because of the whole, it actually applied once, got denied, and then applied again, but it included multiplayer, which is actually really cool. You have your typical default little modes, like you can play with friends. You have your typical, basic campaign. That's all there is for now. But then you can make your own dungeons. I've messed around with a little bit of it, saying, how does it work? And it's interesting. Your typical PvPs. That's not available yet. It's actually technically still a early work in progress because the multiplayer is not finished, but single player is completely done. I think I'm more than halfway done the single player campaign, but do a review of it anyway, because it's hard to do a review of a game when you completely complete it. I can't spend too much time on one game, so I didn't really have enough time to complete all these awesome games. But oh well, a little hub town, make a dungeon, search random groups, pick up groups, And then we have the single player, the core of the game. I'll start on recording guy because I made him just so I could do recordings of this game. Actually, no, I'll go on this guy. Screw it. I'll go on my main character. Alrighty, so I'm pretty far into the game, as you'll see. All these different colored zones means different sections of the castle I've unlocked. Currently, I'm in the catacombs and I have to go kill death. Yay! Blah, 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 blah. This is like a Nexus thing. When you see one of these gates, you can go unlock it, enter them, and kind of like quick teleporting around the castle. Very cool. You can get cool pets that'll fight for you in combat. 10 out of 10. Would use again. And, well, I guess I'll just show you some typical combat of the boss. Because, well, thankfully, not like the title, the bosses in this game do feel quite epic. Blah, 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 blah dialogue. I'm skipping it. Oh, I don't have my one spell equipped. That's bad. Such casual. It's just basically this, I guess. Ah! Hate you, death. Go die. Yeah. Typical. Pew, 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 pew. I'm just gonna die on purpose. Because I just realized I skipped over a really big part. Your character sheet's like a Dungeons & Dragons character. Oh, yeah. Can just kill me. Kill me! I wish to die. Yay! I died. Alrighty. So. And then we have that heavy guitar riff solo when you die. I don't know why they did it, but good choice. Anyway, when you make your character and stuff level up, you get skill points. On hard difficulties, you get more than normal. and you can get them more skill points by completing certain quests and stuff like that. It's kind of like a Dungeons & Dragons character sheet. It's like you can upgrade your constitution, how good you are for making potions, your armor, robes, can you use wands, stuff like that. The higher you are, you get more native damage, stuff like that. That's pretty awesome. And you have an extensive inventory stat management thing. Oh, gameplay. Nope. There we go. No! Shoot. Okay, well that was crappy. Anyway. So now, you can see all of these items. You have scrolls, one-time use, special effects, essences, use to cast spells, rings, and unlike most games, you can actually have up to 8 rings on at the same time. Woo! The marvels of science. I'll look at this one. You can use armor, robes. I suggest armor because pain sucks. Nice little teleporty things. You can go around the map. Pets. Keys to unlock other areas. I just put all my keys in the bank, which you unlock later on. Oh. F1. Blah, 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 blah. Don't jump up! There we go. Alrighty. One important detail to go over of this game, however, is, well, actual combat. Not with the boss, though. Because the bosses, they're pretty cool. They do, some take a trial and error. Some are rather tedious, like the library boss. It's like, he'll mind control you. Like, here's just like a little hint, spoiler thing. If you have your Halo, which is a return to save point to save game and heal and stuff like that. If you have that in your inventory while you're fighting a certain boss 4 in the library, he'll just mind control you and force you to teleport back when he's about to die. And it's just rather unpleasant. So the game does have a bit of a ha 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 ha. I'm gonna be like a bit of a jerk to you, but it's interesting. Like, come on, I'm gonna equip my sword and gonna go shank a skeleton, right? It's doing like, okay, not doing that good damage because it's like, yeah, let's cut a skeleton, right? Because a skeleton has flesh to cut, right? Oh, I'm gonna die. Great. Died again! Woohoo! I swear I'm not bad at this game. I just have it set up and I don't want to use it for the sake of recording. Also, if I were to use a mace against a skeleton, it would actually be more effective. Or an axe. Because, you know, against a skeleton, there's no exact little, like, flesh to cut, you know? They're just skin and bone. Well, they aren't skin and bones, they're just bones. And against fleshy things, using a mace on them doesn't do as much good. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go break your bones even though you have skin I could cut, you know, cause you bleeding wounds, stuff like that. It gets points for the sake of ears common sense. How would a, like, sword hurt a skeleton? Like, and how could you harm ghosts with sword and steel and stuff like that? Right, and I'm just using a really cheap weapon that can hit everything at once, otherwise you can only harm one thing at a time, and well, frankly, I don't like getting completely destroyed. So I'm just simply using this out of convenience. Ah, shoot. Oh well. Default kind of losing. Oh, I am close to leveling up, so I'll just level up and show you how to, well, actually what happens when you level up. Things spawn. As with typical Metroidvania games, there's a slew of secret areas, and oh, I must have missed the loot, because Jawas show up sometimes and will take whatever loot you don't grab, and they're annoying. I don't like Jawas. But then again, who does? So I've leveled up, got full heal, blah 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 blah. I go on my character and I was like, oh hey, some of these skills are no longer like red. Like, see, this healing before was red in the video because it was level 11. I can put another point into it. Now it's red. Orange again. Whatever. And I can't increase it because your level determines your skill cap. So, for the sake of the video, let's say I want to suddenly come and get really good defensive spells, right? I could just put all my points into it. But then once I hit level 12... which is what my current level is, I can't put any more points into it, even if I have more, as with any other skill. It's different, you know, it's just like, alright, I'm just gonna, like, save all my skill points, put in one thing, and then it'll just be amazing good, like a glass cannon. It's like a no, you can't do that. That's silly, type of thing. As I said earlier, there's a slew of secret areas inside the castle. I will take you to one such location. I actually found not too long ago, by sheer accident, because I was trying to farm up materials to, you know, be like, hey, I got SWAT. I now have bat wings to do potions and stuff with. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Get out of my way, bats. I don't care about you. But no, right here, this is a secret wall. I just kind of like punched, bam, and just disappeared. Oh no, Jawas! My loot! Get away, you Jawas! Okay, so that didn't work out so well. So I'm going to show you a bit of the multiplayer now. Because I'll show you single player, and by single player I mean I'll just show you some basic comp thingy. And by multiplayer I mean I'm just going to Heroes Home, my mage guy, so I can be like, oh hey, here's a secret wall. Also show you different style of gameplay. Smack. Secret walls. And they're literally looted all over the castle. Even the tutorial area, I think there is one. I'm not sure. But, well, it's not my goal to go over every single little secret, but you can find these secrets everywhere. And, well, I guess I really don't know what else to say about this game, really. Is nothing it's done before. I mean, hasn't been done before. It's like they say, the imitation is the most sincere form of flattery or whatever. I don't know that saying too well because I don't really concern myself with it. I'm just going to mute this for now because that line gets really annoying on the menu after a while. But, yeah, it really doesn't innovate or do anything new. Like, the only thing I could really say, oh, this is really cool and unique, is the sense of, it actually considers, oh, hey, I can't, using a sword against a skeleton is kind of stupid. I should be using a mace or an axe or something, right? And same goes for fleshy things. I should cut them, not smack them. And with ghosts, I should pew 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 them, not, you know, it is fun, that, because it even makes fun of it at some point, where you get your first sword pickup, and this ghost who's inhabited your body, which is a part of the story, you'll see in the first few rooms, he's like, you jest, you cannot, what world can you hurt a spirit with corporal weapons, or whatever. And, you know, he has a point. It actually applies, not video game logic to his combat system, but real world logic, if, you know, spirits and that kind of stuff are real, and skeletons, and so forth. And just, I don't know, doesn't do anything new, but it doesn't mess up on anything either. And it's filled with nice little cameos and references, like, you go in the sewers and, well, you'll find a certain crab waiting for you. I don't want to spoil anything, but, I about lost it when it happened, and, well, you'll see a trap. And, well, that doesn't give away who you'll see later on in the game as well, just references to, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. Just, this game is almost like a homage on how RPGs used to be, like, in Castlevania and stuff like that. Like, the old good TD ones. Like, don't get me wrong, 3D Castlevanias are good, but that's a story for another day, blah, 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 blah. Like, Symphony of the Night. This is like it. Just, I really don't know what to say. I heavily recommend it. Yeah, it's like other games in the past, but, you know, is that really a bad thing in this day and age where we have all these fancy, super realistic, challenging games? Why don't we go back to the basics? I mean, they're the basics for a reason. It has all the good fundamental building blocks. They're supported by funny references and cameos and stuff like that. And just, it's also $8. Come on! For a game like this, for $8 on Steam, that's, you know, I think that's pretty worth it. You can also pick it up on the game's official website, which I'll put a link in the description below, as well a, you know, link to where to buy on Steam. Unfortunately, it is not discounted for the Steam Summer Sale of 2013. Maybe you'll get on a flash sale or something. I don't know. It might simply because since the multiplayer is still in development, it will not get a sale at all. Maybe it'll get a flash pick or something. I simply do not know. I've been the one and only known host as usual. I wish I could have really said more about this game, but whatever I would have said has already been said about other games. But please take my word, it is a great game, a definite pickup. If you can get past the whole minor, I guess, technicalities this game can do, like, the fourth boss is really annoying. Honestly, drop your potions, drop your halo. He is very, very annoying. But you know what? It's good. Like, it's those technicalities and difficulties that make this game good. Or maybe that's just me being a try-hard gamer who plays on hard plus and just whatever. Annoying host as usual. UNepic. Pick it up on Steam. Zion!